Hello fellow colleagues, my name is Benfield Bush and I'm a hairdresser, and I want to talk to you today about raising your prices and your three worst enemies in your clientele, that is. Now first of all, to get her to pay you more money, of course you've got to give a good service, but you should always tell every single client that sits in your chair that you've been busy. You've been busy as a bee, but I've been so busy, I just don't know what to do. I'm so busy. You're building popularity, that's what you're telling her. And eventually you say, why are you so busy? And, okay, I go to seminars and shows and get new techniques and bring them back and treat my clients special with those. So you've already now planted a seed. So later on when you raise the prices and you put the price list in her hand and she says, well, you've raised your prices again. You say, yes, don't you remember me telling you how much I'm getting busy? So I had to raise my prices up to back a few people off so I can take care of my regulars like yourself. So you have a way of explaining why you're raising your prices, and she knows because you've already planted the seed, so she starts to agree with you. Now the next thing is to understand your three worst enemies. Well, number one is your relatives. They want everything for nothing because they're blood. And can you come round my house and do it? The second worst enemy is your friends, because they want it not for nothing, but they want a large discount. And by the way, we don't give discounts, we give rewards. Never give a discount. That's what you get in a grocery store. We're a hairdressing profession. We give rewards to our clients with our personal service. So the word is rewards. So friends are your worst enemies because they want everything cheap. And of course, your long-standing clients, they knew you when you were cheap. So it's real hard to raise your prices on them. And by the way, those three worst enemies are your biggest part of your clientele because usually we've made friends with them. I don't want to make friends with them. I want a clientele that are acquaintances so that you understand that clients do leave you. Most people think that their clients won't leave. I've heard hairdressers say, oh, they love me, they'll never leave me. That's just called self-gratification, stroking oneself. Really, all clients will leave you. 1% die, 5% move away, 7% develop other relationships, 4%. There's so many reasons of why they leave you, but the biggest two of all is 14% leave you because of the standard and quality of your workmanship. 68% leave you because of your attitude towards service. So what the clients are really saying, our service sucks, although we think we're doing a great job. We have to rethink, reinvent ourselves and relearn how to take on the new age of hairdressing. It's a challenge, everyone. It's a big challenge. So try not to build relationships to the point of where it crosses the line and becomes friends. Draw a line in the sand. Because you see, in the chair, my mother gets charged full price from me. In the chair. But at home, I'll do it for nothing. But you see, you're drawing a line in the sand when you say you do it for your mother. So if your friend said, can you do it cheaper? You say, I don't need to give it to my mother cheaper. What chance do you think you've got? So therefore, you're setting your professionalism and standards right then and there. Every new client, tell them that you've been so busy, that you're busy all the time, you're building a new clientele, you're just growing and growing and growing. And then you're planting seeds that you're special, you're planting seeds that you're important. And the other part about, I just want to say this out of, I know I probably shouldn't, but therefore I'm going to. Your three worst clients, you've got to start indoctrinating them. And how you indoctrinate them is telling them this. When you're using your skills or you're doing any applications of color, perming, cutting, always say to your client this, I won't be talking to you while I'm cutting your hair because I need to concentrate to give you the best of my ability to make that design perfect for you. I'm sure you understand. And understand is a great word because you know what that means? That means that's how it is. So anytime you want somebody to know that's how it's going to be, the word is, I'm sure you understand. And of course, people don't like to admit they don't understand, so she'll say, yes, okay. So it's very important to understand how to build that clientele. Promotions is more important than retention. As I said, people are leaving you all the time. In fact, if I'm a hairdresser down the street and your client goes past my shop and I'm not busy, I'm going to get her. I will go out with my card and I will say to you, who did your hair? It looks like a fabulous job they done on your hair. I know because I'm a stylist and I do similar work. It looks fabulous. And did you know they cut it so you can move it around in different ways? If you've got 5 minutes, I'd love to show you. It won't cost you a thing. Come on in. I'll get her into my chair. How do you promote? Well, one of the best ways I've found is with your own cards and make your clientele your salespeople. How you do that is introduce them to the card. Say, do you like your design? She says, yes. Say, will you pass out some cards for me? She says, yes. Say, okay, here's a card. You make sure you put on it 20% reward with the return of this card and for the person who gives it. So now you're both going to earn 20% off of her when she comes back and the client you're offering who comes in. Now make sure also that she knows what to say when she hands it out. If she doesn't know what to say, she's just going to plant it in her hand and hope she comes to you. That's not good enough. You really have to train them. And so when you give the card, say to her, only give it to people who flatter your design, who make positive remarks about the way you look. Then they're more receptive. And of course, then you want them to give words to that new person that's going to come into you. And so you should say, please don't take this card unless you're going to use it, because it's like gold to me. And it is like gold. They're getting 20% off. It's a reward. That's the best way I found to promotion. I did it in a year. Back in the 80s, I went from a $20 haircut in 1 year to $125 a haircut, just by promoting and being very professional about it. All right, everyone, that's all I've really got to say. Thank you very much for listening. I appreciate it. Please go to Method Alliance or give me a call. I'll only be too happy to answer any questions. Love you all. Take care. Bye.